November 24th, 2025. How's it going, guys? Well, it's about 1:30 a.m. in the morning here in Independence in Kansas City. And why am I up so late tonight? Well, it started about around 11 o'clock tonight here on Sunday night. Had a biker going up and down, and several cars. And this kept going on for a while. So we get to almost midnight. It's like, okay, let's see what they're doing. Because, man, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, occasionally we get an Uber or we get a DoorDash to go up and down. But, Ubers usually have their little lights on that light up. I actually seen one tonight when these other two vehicles were coming up. And it got kind of caught in between. But they make so many passes going back and forth. What are they doing? What are they running from this video arcade across from up here by Apple Market? I don't get it. Well, I got a pretty good idea what they're running. And I drove around for about 30 minutes because I wanted to see. And guess what? There was a lot of cars going back and forth. Now, this place, it only had about, over that period of time, it looked like to me maybe 15 cars. But this is Sunday night. It's almost midnight or after. And what's going on? And then they were speeding up into like Raytown too, back and forth. Now, that didn't even make sense either. They're doing about 45, 50 miles an hour up here by Blueview going back up towards that place. I'm going to show some of this. And something that Kansas City, Missouri, and Independence, because Independence territory is over there, also by that Sinclair. I did drive by there, and it was fairly clear tonight at Sinclair. But this biker, man, he revved going up and down. He wants attention. And he's got old bushy hair, too. This guy's got bushy hair. I mean, can't miss him. But, and then there's a guy goes up on an electric bicycle. It amazes me. I get to think, I watch stuff out west. There's people that, even my friend that was out in Phoenix out there, he had one of those. But they weren't using them to run drugs and different things like that. These people are up after midnight. They're doing bad things. They're stealing things. They're running drugs. And it's just something that needs to be cracked down on more. Police department needs to be looking at these vehicles, getting these vehicles like in these lots that are setting there, running some of these tags, making sure some of these people are, what they're supposed to be, and that they're not, wanted by the law. Because there seems to be a lot of activity. And it had been quiet for a little bit after that down here by the meth recovery place. But it don't never last too long. And then you guys see me here on YouTube again showing some more stuff. So let's take a look at this real quick. And this one white vehicle, it ends up here by where Royal Meadows Golf Course is. Those new homes that they built, that subdivision. I actually worked there for about a year or two as a mechanic up there. And interesting stuff. That subdivision that was built there, it was built on a gas pipeline. And originally they wouldn't let build anything over that because if that line ever goes, that subdivision will be gone. But there's a lawyer out in California that owns that property. And basically... he got them to, I guess, approve it so they could build that subdivision there. Now there's if you drive down 47th Street there, you'll see like a wood fence around this one area, and it'll say something like, keep out danger because gas and stuff. Just some FYI there, but let's get on with this. It just made me think. But this looked like a Latin guy, and this guy had went up and down. I don't know how many times. I lost count. But I want to show this vehicle. And like I say, I thought that was very weird too. So it's interesting to see where these people go because, the the thing of it is, they make a rotation. What are they doing? Now, the vehicle that was behind him was I think it was an Uber. It was lit up. But that don't mean anything either. There's some of them that are not too great either. There's some good ones, some bad ones out there. So you don't know. And they're making lots of trips on either they're coming from 40 Highway or they're going, it would be southbound from 47th Street down Northlake. Boy, they're making lots and lots of runs. They need somebody sitting in that one location, somebody sitting up top of the hill by Blueview, watching these vehicles and trying to figure out where they're going southbound. What I can't understand is why they just don't go use 40. I guess they're afraid they're going to get caught. Well, they're going up and down 100 times here in a couple 3 hours. It's gonna draw attention anyway. That's not a good idea. But let's take a look at this. Okay, guys. Now I'm gonna try to put this down to slow speed too, so you guys can see this. And this is that one vehicle. It looked like this guy was Latin, and man, this car, I don't know. It's kind of like a Chrysler. Maybe it's a 300 or whatever they call it or whatever. I don't know exactly, but this vehicle must have made it, I don't know how many times. And he had the window down. Let's see if I can, I was trying to see if I could stop it as to where it wouldn't blur. Yeah, it's still blurring. I'll try to, hold on. About as good as I can do, I think. Let's see if I can. Try it one more time. That's about as good as I can get it. So it ends up down there by Rural Meadows. And next vehicle, I want to show this. Let's see. This vehicle, I'm gonna tone this down because I want to show you guys. Now, I mean, like I say, there's Ubers, see, right there. Then this other vehicle. Now this other vehicle, when I get up top of the hill, tried to block me from going on up, like tried to let them get away. And I thought, well, why would this vehicle in front of me try to keep me from seeing where these other two vehicles are going even? And I thought, I mean, it's like they're nuts. This is crazy. But I mean, if you lived on this street and you've seen these people do this within an hour's time, make 15, 20 trips up and down, and it's not an Uber or it's not a DoorDash, well, what are they running? Now, that's something I think, like I say, now some of these vehicles, guess where they end up? At that arcade. Up there across from Apple Market, Cosentino's. So let me get this back to regular speed. Is that 1.5? Or maybe it's 1. Don't go too fast. You see right there. Let's see if I can tone this down. Yeah. Anyway. So it's like I go on around, but it was just, oh, well, I'm sure that one was going, that was probably going up to 7-Eleven. That's where they end up going, too. I mean, there was some activity going on up there, too. I'm going to just speed this up a little bit. So this is an Uber in front of me. We got a little bit to show tonight because, like I say, this arcade place is, a lot of these vehicles are going back to this arcade place. Now, this is Sunday night at almost midnight, guys. I mean, that's crazy. Now, this is that white vehicle. And I thought, man, I want to see where this guy goes because he's been up and down my street, I don't know, at least 10 times tonight. And, I mean, if this guy was even running food, I mean, I would think you'd be over there on Nolan Road. Why would you want to come all the way back down here if you're running food? I mean, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But what if not? What if it's something else? He came out from a 40 highway out there. This one did. The only thing I noticed, it was by this house, it was lit up with those blue lights up there. And see, you can see right there, I don't know if you can see, that window's down. And that's why I knew it was the same vehicle over and over and over again. But it doesn't have no, like, Uber sign in it. It doesn't have no, like I say, and I don't know. It just, I don't know. I've been over to Wendy's and McDonald's many a times there. I've never seen this vehicle picking up food or anything. I don't know. I think it's something that warrants the police needs to be watching in between Blueview and Northfleet here in Independence. But we'll go on from there. And I got another deal I'll show here too about this too, because I want to try to hurry because I only got so many minutes on my tablet here. Let me kind of speed this up a little bit. So I drove around a little bit here, and I don't know. Like I say, it. And let me turn this here. I don't know if you guys can. Let me see if I can do this so I can. And they always got people hanging out here in front. See if I can get this. I don't know if you can see that guy or not. Let's see if I can put my cursor over there. That guy right, that's the guy right there. See if I can get to focus him better. Yeah, a little bit better. And he's right there. He's leaning up against the deal there. Well, I mean, he surely isn't just going in and getting gas, getting out, because he's leaning up against the wall there. It's midnight. So what are they doing? And he didn't have no uniform on. He didn't work there. So, I don't know. You know, there was a deal, a gal that got fired from 7-Eleven that basically that this guy tried to kill her. Anyway, she pulled out a gun, she shot him, killed the guy. But then it was in self-defense. And the police, you know, basically wanted, you know, let her, you know, like I said, they checked everything out. I mean, she had marks around her neck. This guy was strangling her. And this gal, basically, she shot him. I mean, and police didn't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, they didn't charge her with anything. But then 7-Eleven, they let her go. They fired her. Well, see, so what that does, that just lets them know that they can hang out at these 7-Elevens like this. And they can deal drugs and they can do other stuff. And they're going to get away with it. They're going to get away with anything they want to. If you know, the law is not enforced, if they don't get these people out on the streets and stuff. I mean, they might be able to hide, you know, on property like that. But when you have property like this and you open it to the public, then it's open to the public to anybody to go in there. Now they can refuse people to be on that property, but there better be a reason, because then that's a discrimination deal there. So I mean, you know, if you said, "Oh, you can't be on," well, yeah, you know, but you better have a good reason, and you better be able to provide why that is. So let's go on from there. So we don't have to go too far down 40 Highway. We got this homeless guy that's out at the edge of the road here. And I've noticed a lot more of this in the last couple of days too, late at night, that where they're getting this stuff. I've seen stuff loaded up from bikes to other different things and stuff like that. And like, what am I looking to say? Kind of like grills and stuff. And it makes me wonder if some of these people are stealing stuff out of people's yards and stuff. You know. So, like I say, this is going down 40 Highway towards Salvador's down there. Let's see if I can darken this down a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. And the guy, he's back behind there pushing it. Oh, just lovely. You know, here it is Sunday night, in midnight probably by now when I'm driving around here. But don't worry. We're not done yet. All right, guys. So, guess what? Here, right here, is a guy on one of those electric bikes. And I seen this guy go up and down 47th Street all the time. And this is after midnight. And what's he doing? To me, he looks like a lookout. He's like, kind of looked at me and stuff. Now, this is probably parking lot. I mean, but where's that bike? There's that bike. There's that motorcycle. And what you're going to see too is, I believe it's this gold, I think it's a Buick right there. This thing's going to go up and go into the bank parking lot up by Bellevue when I'm driving around. And there's a couple other vehicles there too, going back and forth. And they're speeding going to this place. Now there's there's a review that was just done here on the Kansas City Star about these 777 video like places and about gambling, and there's been prostitution reported and a little bit of everything else. Well, that's one of these places. This is one of those video places. It's got 777 sign hanging out on this baby. So, but I want to go on. We're going to show. I'll go ahead and show. I want you guys to see the rest of this, because the thing of it is, I got 6 security cameras that faces out on 47th Street here. And for them to make run after run after run after run, I mean, come on. Well, I mean, there ain't nothing over here, I don't think, for DoorDash. I don't know if I don't know if that donut shop's still even open or not. I doubt it. But let's take a look here. Let's go on here real quick. Let's see here. There's that guy one more time, if I can back it up to here. He kind of threw his hands out at me. I was thinking, man, what are you guys doing? You're going up and down the street like 100 times here over on 47th Street. What are you guys doing? I mean, my God, what kills me, they're right off 40 highway here. All they got to do is turn right here. Look at this. The only thing got to do, they can just zoom on down 40 highway here. Go down 40 highway, go down to Salvador's down there, turn down Norfleet, they're there. And they could run whatever, I guess they're running back and forth up and down Norfleet. I mean, this would be a faster way. They're burning too much gas. I mean, that's crazy. But that don't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't make sense. Well, it might make sense if you were trying to hide from the police and you were carrying something. Now then, it might, okay? So, and then we're going to find somebody here that's carrying a backpack too. I'm gonna make, like I say, I made a couple 3 loops around here. And real interesting. Because, I mean, what kills me, I mean, you get cars, you get people that do travel down through here, but it's not like that. It's this is like a rotation. And this white vehicle, I've seen this set up. Oh, and they always get the solid black windows on there. I've seen that one actually set up there at 7-Eleven up there. So I'm going to go back around here real quick, and I want you guys to see this. I'm trying to advance this because I got so much time, like I said, on this. So hold on. And I wanted you guys to see if I don't know if this is where the one comes up. Man, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this car. Now, hold on. Now, that thing is traveling about 45, 50 miles an hour. Okay. So, in other words, it's got black windows on it. Okay. Now, what's cool, not cool about this thing, let me show you something real quick, is I don't have a deal to show what happened next, but this turns into where the bank's at, okay? It didn't go to the ATM. It turned around. So it must have seen me coming. Is the only thing I could figure. Or the word got out that I was, driving around here filming this. And that gold car, that Buick, I think it is, it's going to be sitting up there next here after I make one more pass. Now, why are they needing to use 47th Street to hide? It's to hide, so like I say, drugs. They're moving that stuff. So let's go on down. I'm going to hurry this a little bit here, guys. Oh, yeah, and they had another vehicle that was sitting. Now, I don't think this pertained to Apple Market. I think on the next pass that I made. Let's see here. I go on down. And Sinclair only had 2 vehicles there tonight. There was hardly no homeless hanging out. I see it looked like they tore down some of that around where that, you guys can't see it, around the trash deal. And I think it helped because they were all trying to sleep around that and stuff. So let me speed it up. We're going to go back. But there was some of the homeless, too, that were crawling around. When I went around a couple more times, there was a gal that was over here. I don't know if you can see that shadow right there. And, like I say, let's do just, like I say, I want to show the rest of this real quick. But that white car that ended up by Royal Meadows up there, I thought, man, this guy's made so many trips up and down. And from out there, what's he doing? I don't know. We're going to do this. I'm going to hurry this through, guys. I want to get to the main part here. Now this vehicle, what was weird about this vehicle when I went back down, it was acting like it was going to make a right-hand turn. And I turned my signal on way for it, and it just went straight then. So I thought, well, yeah. But there's a whole bunch of them that's making these right turns going southbound here on Northlake too. And then they come back off of it. There's a guy up here by McDonald's up in Raytown that's got a hearse. And he come off with a whole line of cars. Almost 10 cars come off this one night. And that hearse is setting up between like McDonald's and when you go up to Raytown High School. And I'm thinking, and I never seen that thing move either after that. And I thought, well, why? It was more weird stuff. Man, I mean, crazy stuff here. Well, let's just go on from there. I was thinking, maybe they were using it as a party deal or something. Who knows? But it was a whole bunch of them in a line that come up 47th Street that night. So let's go back up here and let's take a look this time. I think this is the time that we're going to see that Buick, I think. Then there's another, I think, red, the red vehicle. There was another vehicle that sped through, but also I turned through here because there was there's a guy over here with a backpack. Now this guy, he was really clean and neat, but almost too clean. This guy did not look like a homeless guy. And there goes that vehicle right there. Now that's right. That's the one right from 777 up there at that video deal. But look where he's going. Now you tell me that doesn't work. I mean, you tell me that doesn't worry the police to take a look at this guy and take a look what's going on here, because this is weird. You see, it's right there. Yeah, because they want to use 47th Street to move their drugs. And we want to make sure that we put them on the map and let everybody see this. Because, I mean, this is something that the police, I mean, that's their job. They should be out there and they should be watching them. You can see that. Let's see here. Yeah, because they got to run it back somewhere. They're running it back down, like I say, Northfleet. There, that's either back up into Raytown or back up into Kansas City, Missouri. Because Raytown, Kansas City, Missouri runs back up into there. Fleet Ridge Elementary School is actually in Kansas City, Missouri. So, yeah. So I go on around here and I think, okay, I'll just turn around here and see where this guy's going. And then we got this guy. Well, maybe he was going to meet up with this guy. I don't know. Now, what you see here, this guy, man, he's got a big, big kind of like backpack on his back. Can't really see it very good here. I'm going to try to look at that. But man, he had all brand new clothes. This guy wasn't a homeless guy. This guy's out for a midnight walk here carrying something in this backpack. And when he sees me, he doesn't go on down 47th Street. He goes